Hey everybody, my name is Shrinebird and welcome back to WebSMP Season 3. I'm back to catch you up on week 24 of WebSMP from my perspective. I headed over to Harps to chat about the soup situation.
I think Chemist is gonna help Soup, maybe? So they had like a little conversation and I may or may not have been snooping. And so your theory of good and bad soup is correct. They both exist simultaneously, yet the other one doesn't know what the other one is doing. Soup has been drinking this green icky liquid that's like been killing them slowly. But it's like I think it's supposed to like strive off the evil Soup, but I think evil Soup wants to turn into a demon by killing off normal Soup. I think the evil and normal Soup are gonna have like an internal battle of some sorts maybe, and I think Soup, like happy Soup, good Soup is gonna lose because they're weak and because of the green goop that they've been guzzling.
Okay, we need to what is this green goop? Can we do something about this green goop?
I think they have to drink it.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out what to do about Soup. So as far as we figure, Soup is on the path to becoming a demon, which is bad. We think at this point, and you may confirm this or not, but we think at this point the pages are no longer really necessary. Soup's gonna go for it either way. And, well, main question is, do you know what the green stuff is?
Yes, I do know.
Would you like to share with the class?
I do not believe Soup fully intends on becoming a demon. It might at this point become a lot less intentional, though. I don't fully know exactly what the green stuff is, but I do know it is poisonous. I don't know if thank you, Shrine. If their soul is like past saving.
Can we make them a new soul?
Theoretically, I could. I could at least make a temporary vessel. That is more of a backup plan, though. Yeah, theoretically, I could try and make a replacement soul or a temporary soul. Although it is very much a last resort because one way or another, it will not be stable. You can create souls very easily, just because if you could, for example, we wouldn't have to worry about people stealing our souls all the time. Probably at very minimum cost a soul.
Oh, well.
Well, does anyone have one spare? During this conversation, Soup called me over and handed me some books.
I'm kind of just stopping by to say goodbye.
Oh?
So I think I'm going to attempt something very, very stupid next week, which could very likely get me killed. So in the chance that it does, I thought I might as well stop by and just say, you know.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Could you like help?
It's probably best you don't. I mean, there is a chance I'll survive, but just in case, I thought I might as well just say, like, I haven't been like the best person, obviously, but I do appreciate all the help you've at least tried to offer me.
What is the purpose of the thing you're trying to do?
Trying to fix something. I think it's probably just best if you read these. I'll probably head out before you do that. Please don't interfere at all. It's not a good idea. And look, even if you do interfere, I'm pretty much gonna die either way, for one reason or another, so it's probably best I say goodbye, whatever I do.
Are you sure?
About what?
About doing this?
I mean, even if I wasn't, I don't really have much of a choice, if I'm honest.
Well, you have a choice to do things differently.
It's true, but I'd rather see this through. That's about it. Sorry, I'm not very good with goodbyes, but, it has been nice.
I'm sure we'll see each other again,
I hope so.
even if you die.
That's a good point, yeah. Oh, how do you feel about taking care of cats, by the way?
I mean, I like cats. I can keep an eye on Tony, you know.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. That's about everything. Thank you again, Shrine.
Always.
Yeah, best of luck, I suppose.
Likewise.
If
You
you
can
do
always-
need to...
You can always change your mind.
I know. If you do feel a need to share what's in those with anyone else, it's fine. It's probably best people actually know what's going on. Please don't try to interfere, Shrine. I know it might seem tempting reading it, but
Hey, I can't promise anything, but I guess we'll see how it all goes.
I suppose so. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading off. Thank you again, Shrine.
Hey, no matter what happens, it's been entertaining.
It has indeed, hasn't it? I
See
hope
you
things
later.
only continue to get more entertaining from here. But
Oh,
I'll
I
see you
don't doubt they
around.
will. See you around. So, first technical book, Catharsis. 48 pages, everyone sit comfy. Knowledge is power. Great power comes with great sacrifice. Hence, with knowledge comes great sacrifice. That I've certainly learned. I stopped believing in the gods. There are no all-knowing, all-powerful, all-loving entities. They cannot be all three, one must be missing. With their frivolous displays of power, the latter is all I can assume that is missing. They're cruel. Mere entertainment. Sorry, that's ironic. Mere entertainment, that's all we are. But I'll dance on that stage until I am dead if it means that I keep on learning. There is never an end in sight. When you're in pursuit of everything, you can never reach an end point. You can only keep going until you drive yourself down into a hole in the ground, tearing away your skin and bones and blood until all that is left is your mind, fighting fruitlessly against the inevitability that is the end. The brain fights back, but nothing stops the sharpened heel of death pushing its way into the flesh that is everything you are, everything you were, and everything you would ever be. Crushed underfoot like nothing but a mere bug, what you were is gone and death strides on. Your impact on the world is gone. You didn't make one in the first place now, did you? I hear the footsteps of death. My time is limited, that I know, but I refuse to just become just another bug smeared across the pavement. Mortality does not scare me, but insignificance does. I wonder if others have ever taken a moment to consider why I've pressed on with my research. When I find that the dagger of death is embedded in my chest, I will not fall in silence. The toxicity within me shall bleed. It shall infect. My ending shall not remain insignificant, and that will only be the first. I will die in myself, and I will live on. And those in this world will not forget me. The eye watches, the clock ticks, the fracture spreads. I will never reach the end. There isn't one. Infinity cannot be measured, but I will certainly die trying. I will get as close to infinite knowledge that one being possibly can. I'm curious as to what I can discover. Ethics are not an issue. As I said to Chemist, things will certainly remain interesting around here. The clock continues to tick. The cork slides out the bottle. There were never two versions of me. There were only times that I cared a little more about being a good person than others, and times in which I had more self-control. And that side fought. But the moment that solution entered my body and began to corrode and burn away at my insides, that was the moment from which that side began to die. This word is crossed out. I'm getting weaker. I find it increasingly hard to maintain the front, to keep grasp of the strings that tie me down to the draining good that I have left in me. It's fading. I'm getting more tired. It's harder to do things. I can't even pretend to care. Does good even exist to me anymore? Did it ever exist at all? When I close my eyes, all I see is green. Vibrant green washing across my vision. It's all I can see. I want to give in to it, but I have to. I have to keep going. Death is coming for me soon. Again, this word is crossed out. I will still be alive, of course. Just not the person I once was. I haven't slept. If I sleep, I don't think I'll wake up. Not as I want to. I want to stay as I was. I want to go home. I don't care if I was weak. I at least cared about right from wrong. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. Everyone does what they want here. I do the same. I'm simply here to observe them. They're like little lab rats in a way. Fun to watch run around in circles around the bait that I plant. They still fall for it, or at least they pretend like they do. I'm waiting for that last part of me to just let go. I'll feel free. I'll give myself time to do so, for now. I've spoken to Chemist a lot recently. He now knows about the fracture in my soul. But I'm not worried. After all, he Something used to be written here, but ink is spilled in a deliberate manner over the writing so that it's illegible. He's useful, to put it very bluntly. He said that demons are created partially through an intense desire for knowledge. I shall be careful. As powerful as I would become, I do not wish for that to happen to me. Mindless chaos sounds like a chore to me. I like it as I am now. The old me is slipping. She, as she would have me referred to her, is slowly dying. I know that she isn't sleeping. To avoid waking up having lost any sense of self-control. I just don't understand why. Why am I so reluctant to let go? All it's doing is impeding my research. Once I let go, I can let go of everything. Attachments hold me back as much as I pretend I don't have them. Worrying about things holds me back. Worrying about the well-being of the people, the animals, everything. It all holds me back. I'm gonna destroy that last part of resistance within me. I'm gonna crush it beneath my foot. It's weak, pathetic, fucking worthless. I'm preparing my equipment, gathering resources. I've already begun to experiment. It hurts sometimes. My very blood feels as if it's on fire, like each cell had been set alight and has taken a knife to each other's throats. It's fitting. I'm aware that she is making antidotes, but there isn't any stopping me. She tried that before and I'm still here. You know, I might try to incite some chaos, to study of course. I enjoy watching the reactions of others. It reminds me of my first project. I will also... Another blacked out paragraph fills the bottom section of this page. I'll test it out. God, I just hope he doesn't find out about the project, yet. He will one day. They all will. It'll be too late then. I must get to work. He knows. He knows a lot, actually. Not all of it, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. It'll all be gone. I just want access to what he knows. Everything, all of it, every last bit. I could be someone else, something more than what I am. The words are hard to read, as if the writer's hand was shaking badly. Do you know how hard it is to hold on? June. I can keep going for a bit, if she lets me. I tried to stop her, it didn't work. I'm dying. I keep bleeding, it's green. That fucking antidote I made, it lingers. It's sticking in my body somehow, and it won't fucking go away. I cough it up. My blood is so overrun with it that I'm not sure I have any regular blood left. It's likely actively killing me, that and the crack in my soul. But if I just hold on a little longer, I can fix... Shut up. If I just hold on a little longer, I can fix this. I'm sure I can fix this. I think I have a couple of months. I need to keep calm. I can't keep getting so angry. I've gotten rid of all the mirrors and reflective surfaces. All I see is her. She knows this and she revels in it. Maybe I do too. July. The fracture is just getting worse. I think I figured out why. It's not natural for a soul to be split into two sides like this. I think the conflict is just destroying it, destroying me. Who is me? I don't know if it can be fixed. Maybe what was suggested might, but God, that is risky. There's one alternative which I'm sure will halt it. I don't want to, but I'm slowly facing the reality that I might just have to. A repeat of the old experiment. It can't be too hard to gather the resources again, right? And this time, I can make sure the bad is gone, forever. I'll drive a fucking knife right through that evil, end it, kill it, leave it to rot, and I can be left. I'm gonna have to do this soon, perhaps I can next month. I just need to keep holding on until then. I should stop researching, it just makes it worse and harder to hold on, because there's so much information. There's so much that I know, that I can know, that I need to keep learning more. This little trail set up is driving me insane and how I fucking revel in that. I can do so much with this information. Just trying to take it all in makes me lightheaded. It's like the more I learn, the more knowledge I obtain, the harder it is to control myself, my mind, my actions, everything. I should really stop my research, shouldn't I? But that would be boring. What else am I to do with my life? What am I if I'm not always learning more? What am I if I'm not choosing infinite knowledge, chasing everything? I wonder if this was the intent behind this information. No, it's all just me. I should start gathering the materials. I think Project 2 needs to come to a close, one way or another. Thank you.
Well,
Now for this one. In regards to Project 2. Project 2 was undertaken on approximately the 19th of September at the Last World. I decided to attempt it due to the excessive guilt I felt over my actions early on in the world, and before I had even entered it and met everyone. The project had one simple goal: split the good from the bad. This would work by splitting the two into separate entities, and the good would kill off the bad, essentially allowing them to continue living as close to pure good as one can achieve. This is what I decided to attempt. As you may have guessed, however, this backfired in my haste to complete this project, also known as Project 2. I miscalculated several things. I successfully split the good from bad, however, neither managed to kill the other, although the bad did come awfully close to winning. I somehow managed to survive this attack, but it seems that after I woke up again following the incident, then neither side had been killed off. I assumed this was simply a fail with no lasting damage besides a scar or two. However, I was proved wrong. The first thing I noticed in the days following was my soul had seemingly formed a small fracture down the center. As it is a glass bottle, this was concerning. Glass is easy to break. In addition, the days following allowed me to conclude one thing. The good and bad did indeed merge back together. However, they were not unified, as they should have been. Each seemed distinct from the other, and over time, one side had begun to win. Well, I say begun. It is far more accurate to say that one side is winning, that I am grasping at the last threads to hold on and not lose control of myself. See, both sides are me. I am both the good and the bad. But there was far less good to start with. It wasn't hard to fall back into the pattern of quote-unquote evil. I did what I could. I've attempted a kind of antidote to suppress this as long as I can. It would keep my mind clear and allow me to keep some semblance of awareness of commonplace things such as guilt, concern for others, and overall simply caring about how my actions affected others. As I have found, this antidote loses effectiveness over time. I also underestimate its more negative effects. Haste seems to be my biggest downfall, doesn't it? Impulsivity. It was rather stupid of me, I suppose. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. I'm still holding on just about. I don't think I'll be for much longer, though. I wish I could say I'm sorry, but I'm simply not. I might have been past, but I'm not sure. This good does not have long left, and the bad is determined to make it let go. Cut all the strings, break free. I think it's going to happen soon. I could stop it, I suppose, but why would I want to do that? It's far more interesting to see where this goes, is it not? I think the project is coming to a close, ironically, in the exact same way Switch has started. There won't be any merging back this time, though. One side will win. I'm really quite excited to find out which one, aren't you? You'll find out soon enough, I suppose. I'm not sure which I am right now, but just in case I lose, it's been very fun. Please don't forget me, or moreover, who I used to be. And I am sorry, truly. Alright, there you go.
So Soup said to me when they delivered this book that they intend to do this next week, which means we have even less time than we initially thought we did. I also could not get them to tell me where they're going to be doing this.
They want to be alone.
They want to be alone, but obviously we have to interfere, guys. You know how it is. Like, come on.
Oh, never mind.
We need to be nuisances.
Of course, that's what we were born for.
It's gotta be somewhere in the cathedral, right?
I would assume so.
That's where all the experimental stuff is.
You know, go snooping again, guys. We explored Soup's cathedral again and found a couple of the pages. I worked for a while to translate them. The ritual. Those that knew this ritual have all died at my hand. I will no longer be alone. The ritual must be voluntary. The candidate will sacrifice the last of their humanity. I have sacrificed far too much and killed far too many. You will need an immense power source to start the process. Et voila. My dear, you had asked me about where you fall in all of this. As you've grown to infer, you are the perfect candidate. The other pages describe precisely how you too can become like me, though I highly doubt the toll will be paid as I wake. I will be back soon. You should know he is also feeling your project. Then, without being able to do anything else right now, I went back to work on Arwen. I made this cute waterfall cave and added some more lakes around. It's really coming together around here. Hopefully soon I can make a start on building the castle, but I've got to be emotionally prepared for that. That's all from my perspective of week 24. Check back in next week for more, and drop in on the streams and say hi if you like. Remember to follow me over at twitch.tv/Shrinebird to catch the streams live, and sub here to keep up with everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on WebSMP.